Outdoor gear has been making its way into streetwear for quite some time now. We've seen that with Nike reviving its ACG line. We've seen Gore-Tex on literally like everything and anything. We've seen that with brands such as Arc'teryx being super popular with pop culture as well. But I think there's been one item that stood out to me in the last couple of years, and I would say even this year has taken a very prominent spot. And of course, I'm talking about the Salomon XT6. I have a pair right in front of me here today, and I can't wait to dive in into the shoe. Take a look at what makes this shoe so popular with people, and some of the features and things that I like personally about this shoe. So before taking a closer look, I wanted to just get this off my chest and be super transparent with you all. Originally, I wasn't a very big fan of this shoe. So I actually really didn't understand why people like this shoe and why everyone's wearing this shoe. But after getting this pair in hand and having them for about a week now, I've actually really started to like this shoe, and I understand why people like it and why it's become so popular. So without any further ado, let's get into some of the materials and some of the features of this shoe. So talking about some of the materials on this shoe and the construction actually, it's important to say that this shoe has been designed with performance in mind. This is a trail running shoe, and all of the features featured on this shoe and build quality and design reflect trail running. We can see some of the materials. So there is a lot of mesh on the shoe for breathability, but there is also a lot of rubber being used all around the shoe, of course, and a lot of features that provide a lot of support and rigidity to the shoe. So starting off, we can see the mesh being prominent all over the upper, and that's, like I said, just to ensure breathability and overall comfort of the shoe and the upper. There isn't too much padding actually, so the tongue isn't yet that padded. There is a lot of padding around the ankle area here, so yeah, that just ensures that there is no heel slip, and that your foot is nice and kind of tightly compact in the shoe, just to avoid any heel slippage, like I said, when you're running and so on. But there are a lot of details we can see all around the shoe, and in various areas we can see kind of like the midfoot area. There are these rubber kind of triangles, if you call them patterns, as well as this very clever no lacing system. So it's like a quick lace. It's just like a drawstring that you pull on and it tightens everything at once. And there are these eyelets that are made from nylon that are super strong and durable. And as we can see here on the top, the tongue's been covered, so there is no so there isn't any pressure kind of on the top of your foot from the lacing system. So once we pull this completely, so everything like cinches down your foot and keeps everything nice and compressed inside the shoe. We can see also here the rubber extends to the front, to the toe box. So this is like a mud guard. So if you're trail running, it's most likely going to be like muddy and rocky and sandy. So just to protect this mesh material, there is this mud guard that runs yeah, all around the shoe, as well as the heel part, the whole kind of heel area is yeah, surrounded by this this rubber material. So I'm not sure how durable that is, but for sure it's going to be more durable than just the regular mesh material. So moving on to the midsole of the shoe, we can see a couple of different elements. This is where actually the majority of the technology comes in the shoe. So we can see this dual layered foam, and in the middle we have Salomon's ACS, which stands for Agile Chassis Skeleton Structure. So this is this plastic layer that runs in the middle of the foam, and that provides the rigidity of the shoe, and also the flex and energy absorption and release when you're running. So I've read a few of the reviews kind of that explain this technology and structure. I'm not a trail runner myself, so I wasn't familiar with the technology and kind of what it does. But yeah, this is designed to really keep your foot rigid, and this shoe altogether has been designed to be used in conditions that yeah, aren't like too rough. So a lot of the absorption should come from the ground. So a lot of the softer terrain helps with the performance of the shoe, actually, because all around the shoe is quite rigid. The foam on the shoe is also very rigid, so it doesn't provide really much cushioning, but it is very responsive because it's so rigid. You can really use it with the terrain together for the ultimate performance. There is also something called pronation control, and I think this is what also this plastic plate helps with, and pronation is basically the movement of your foot inwards or outwards. So this helps with the lateral flex of the shoe as well, so that keeps it rigid. So it does help with pronation as well. Moving on to the outsole and the grip, so we can see we have here, it's called the chevron contact grip. So we can see here, yeah, quite a nice big grip, also very well, it's not very soft, but it's relatively soft rubber, so I think it helps with traction on rocks and wet terrain as well. And it is quite chunky grip, so it's gonna help you with the softer terrain like muddy conditions, wet conditions, sandy conditions. This is really gonna help you yeah, get grip in these types of situations. So that's the majority of the tech around the shoe. There is one last thing. So because the foam isn't so soft and cushioning, they actually provide a ortholite insole of the shoe that helps with the cushioning. So we can take a look at that. So the ortholite sole is, yeah, it's a dual density, dual layer foam. So we can see here the red part is a bit softer, squishier foam, and the black is a bit more yeah, kind of thicker, more supportive foam for your heel support and arch support as well. So let me just get this insole back in. Talking about the sizing of this shoe, that's actually a bit tricky to define. I did go with my true to size, but the shoe fits very narrow. So it is a narrow shoe. I'm not sure if you're able to tell on camera, but it is a very narrow fit. So even though I went with my true to size, it fits me okay. But I don't think I have the widest foot, so someone with a wider foot might need to go up half a size, so you need to consider that the shoe fits very narrow. But I think that is by design, because what Salomon have tried to do is ensure that your foot is nice and snug and secure inside the shoe, so it doesn't move around. So that's why I think they've just made the shoe very narrow. But yeah, so keeping that in mind, it does fit narrow, so if you have a wide foot, I would suggest going up half a size. And if you go to your true to size, just expect that the shoe is gonna fit a bit more snug. So with the technical stuff out of the way, I also want to talk about what makes this shoe so popular, or what made this shoe so popular. I think, of course, that's very hard to define, but I think the overall kind of trend of hiking gear or outdoor gear moving into streetwear, and of course this is a very performance driven shoe and performance driven design that has been around for a while actually. So the XT6, if I'm not mistaken, has been around since like 2013. Yeah, so it's been already popular within that community of outdoor athletes and outdoor enthusiasts. But yeah, with the trend of all this gear coming into streetwear and, you know, just general use and wear, this has been this, yeah, just like a proven and tested pair of shoes that's, yeah, has a great design overall, and that just performs. And I think maybe the no laces has made it a bit easier for people to like slip on and use for daily wear. But yeah, I think overall kind of like the trend has been moving into this direction, and then this was the perfect candidate for that look, for the, yeah, outdoor inspired look. And of course Salomon has been capitalizing a lot on that trend by kind of reviving this silhouette with all the new different colorways that they're releasing and collaborations actually. So so there is this pair, the XT6, and actually like an XT4 that's very similar but slightly different. But yeah, overall look is similar, and that's where I actually, for the first time, kind of got to know the silhouette, or was introduced to the silhouette and Salomon, was because Salomon collaborated on the XT4 silhouette with Hidden NY. And that was, yeah, I think a very key kind of collab that they did because, yeah, it reached a lot of people in the community and in the sneaker community in general. So I really like the color. So the colors were white, green, and brown. So I think that was a very nice colorway and well executed collab, and that kind of paved the way for yeah, Salomon to be introduced to like the general pop culture and sneaker enthusiasts as well. So I think those were the main reasons why this shoe kind of became super popular, and I think, yeah, it's, as long as Salomon keeps releasing cool cool looking colorways like this one, I think this one is kind of like the sand and orange and black, and I personally think it works very, very well together. They're gonna continue to do well, yeah, until the general trend moves to something else, and I think that goes for a lot of different styles and shoes and yeah, outfits. Kind of that's just like general fashion. So yeah. So with this said, I think it would be cool to give you guys an on-feet look of the shoe, so you can see how I would style it and how it looks on feet. I hope you guys like this quick review and on-feet look of the Salomon XT6. If you would like to see more reviews like this, please don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time. Peace.